Hi dear students. So in the previous class I have given 5 question answers of coordination in plants lesson, right? Notes of coordination in plants. So today I'll explain those 5 question answers. Along with that I added some other questions that also I'll explain. Please copy it to your notes. Okay? Yes, let's start. So what are plant hormones? First question is what are plant hormones? Plant hormones are also called as a phytohormones. Okay, both are same. They're also called as a phytohormones and they're naturally occurring organic substances. These plants hormones are secreted in plants, and these are synthesized in one part of the plant body and they are translocated to the other parts when required. That means the hormones are secreted in any one part of the plant, either in the leaves or root or stem, but they are transported to the various parts of the body. Okay, and there are 5 plant hormones. They are gibberellins, auxins, cytokinins, abscisic acid and ethylene. Okay, gibberellins and auxins promotes growth. They helps in the growth of the plant, but auxin is present in a shoot tip of the plant, means they are present in a tender part, okay, very soft part of the plant. Then cytokinin promotes a cell division, and the abscisic acid it stops the growth of the plant. Okay, abscisic acid it inhibits the growth. And then ethylene it helps in a ripening of fruit. See, ripened fruit is usually yellow in color, right? This is because of a ethylene present in those fruits. The next question, how is the movement of leaves of the sensitive plant different from the movement of shoot towards a light? Okay, here the two kinds of movements are there. One is touch me not plant, the movement in touch me not plant. The other one is the movement of a plant towards the direction of light. Okay, so how these movements are different? So first one, the movement of leaves of sensitive plant. So the scientific name of sensitive plant is Mimosa pudica or touch me not. They occurs in response to touch or contact stimuli. That means only when we touch the leaves, then it folds. Itself it will not fold. This is done by plant cell by changing the amount of water in leaves, and this movement is independent of growth. Okay, this type of movement is independent of the growth, and this is also called as nastic movement. The second type of movement, that is shoot towards light, it is known as phototropism. Photo means light, and this type of movement is directional and is growth dependent. Okay, this kind of movement is towards the direction, and it is a growth dependent movement. The third one, give an example of a plant hormone that promotes growth. So I already said about these hormones. They are gibberellins, auxins and cytokinins. These hormones helps in the growth. Okay, they are called as growth hormone. The next one, how do auxins promote the growth of tendril around a support? Okay, tendril means the soft tender part of the plant. So these tendrils are sensitive to touch. When they come in contact with any support, then the auxin diffuses from the part of the tendril in contact with the object to other side which is not in contact. That means the auxin which is present in the part of the plant which is not in contact with any support, that starts to grow. Okay, therefore the part of the tendril in contact with the object does not grow as rapidly as the part of the tendril away from the object, and this causes the tendril to circle around the objects and thus cling to it. Usually the tendril which is close, which is contact with the supporter, will not grow, but the other part that will grow. Due to that, the tendril it clings to the support. Next one, design an experiment to demonstrate a hydrotropism. So what do you mean by hydrotropism? Hydro means water. That is the movement towards a water. Okay, the plant moves towards water. This you have to show through the experiment. So experiment is very simple. Take two small beakers and label them as A and B. Fill beaker A with the water. Now make a cylindrical shaped roll from a filter paper and keep it as a bridge between beaker A and beaker B. It is given in the figure. Then attach few germinating seeds in the middle of the filter paper bridge. Now cover the entire setup with a transparent plastic container so that the moisture is retained. So what would happens? Obviously the seeds grow towards water, right? The root grows towards the beaker A because in the beaker A there is a water. Let's see the observation. The root of germinating seeds will grow towards beaker A, and this experiment shows that the about hydrotropism. The next one, how does phototropism occur in a plant? So this is the exercise question answers I am discussing here. So again, what is phototropism? It is the movement of plant towards light. Okay, so I'll read the answer. The movement of plant in response to light is called phototropism. Stem shows positive phototropism as follows. Remember, the stem moves towards the direction of light, whereas root it moves towards the earth or water, right? It is also called as geotropism, movement towards the earth. So the root shows negative phototropism, but stem shows positive phototropism. Remember that. When growing plant detect light, a hormone called auxin that is synthesized at the shoot tip. It helps the cell to grow longer. When light is coming from one side of the plant, then the auxin diffuses towards the shady side of the shoot. That means here also the same thing, same mechanism. The auxin that secretes in the darker side of the plant, okay, not to the part which is towards the light, and this concentration of auxin stimulates the cell to grow longer on the side of the shoot and which is away from the light. So thus the plant appears to bend towards light. Okay, so due to this the plant it bends towards the light. Clear? So auxin secretes more in darker side of the plant. Due to that grow the plant bends towards the light. The next one, what is tropism? So it is a process that indicates growth and turning movement of plant in response to a environmental stimulus like geotropism, phototropism, hydrotropism. There is one more, chemotropism. So what is chemotropism? So you have learnt about reproduction in plant in earlier classes. In that the stamen that falls on the stigma and further that moves towards the ovule through a pollen tube, right? So when they move towards the ovule, the pollen tube that swells. This is called chemotropism. Eighth question, how does chemical coordination occur in a plant? So mainly this is due to the plant hormone. Okay, so chemical coordination in plant occurs with the help of hormones. Plant hormones are also it is called as phytohormones. They are naturally occurring organic substances and they are synthesized in minute quantities in the plant body, and they help in regulating plant growth and other physiological process. And there are 5 phytohormones. They are auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, abscisic acid and ethylene. The ninth one, what is the difference between the manner in which movement takes place in a sensitive plant, that is touch me not plant, and the movement in our legs? So you have to differentiate the movement in a touch me not plant and movement in our legs. Okay, there are tremendous difference, right? Okay, the first one, the movement that takes place in a sensitive plant, it is occur in response to touch. Okay, that is response to the stimuli, whereas movement in our legs, it is a voluntary action and it is controlled by brain. Okay, then the second point, for this movement, the information is transmitted from cell to cell by electrochemical signals, as plants don't have any specialized tissue for conduction of impulses, whereas the next column, the signals or messages for these actions are passed to the brain and hence they are consciously controlled. Then the last point, for this movement to occur, the plant cell change shape by changing the amount of water in them. But in animal muscle cells, some proteins are found which allow the movement to occur. Okay. The next one, name any two types of tropism. You can write any tropism. Here I gave only phototropism and a geotropism. The last question, differentiate between tropic and nastic movement. So tropic movement is also called as growth dependent movement. Okay, the movement of plant in the direction of stimulus, like phototropism, chemotropism, hydrotropism, all these are growth dependent movement. They are also called as tropic movement. Nastic movement is what? The movement which are neither towards nor away from the stimulus, like touch me not plant, that is the example for nastic movement. So I hope this is clear. Please copy it to in your notes. Thank you, students.